Good evening. All right, so this is the big one. The giveaway that I've asked all of the bait makers that I work with on a regular basis to contribute to. The one that, like, this is something I've been looking forward to all year. I've literally put this in the works in about May this spring, and for it to finally kind of halfway come to fruition is just really neat. So this is my opportunity to give back to the Musky community, to the people who follow my channel, to the people who support quality baits and baits that catch fish. So I've got a wealth of different baits. I'm gonna just do this as a live draw at some point on Facebook or YouTube and just draw names out of a hat for each of the different packages. There's like 11 or 12 different bait makers here. I don't know. I mean, that count could be wrong. I will likely be doing a live draw on YouTube. I've never done a YouTube live before, but there's a ton of stuff here. I want to like try and keep it kosher. There's a lot of baits here to get into the hands of people who deserve them. There's just so much cool stuff. So without further ado, I'm gonna just start diving right into all of the baits and just kind of run it down. And then to be entered into the giveaway, all you've got to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a comment saying the bait selection that you would like most, and then I'm going to link all of the different bait makers' socials and stuff. So please just go like those, show the bait makers some support. This is an opportunity to get them some exposure that they may not have otherwise. So without further ado, the first one that we've got here is the Ryan Painter Customs Micro Kitten. This thing is really cool. His larger versions, like the Hell Kitten and stuff, they have a lot of side to side. I'm sure that the Micro Kitten has the same, but this is the one that I've got to give to you guys for this giveaway. A really cool bait, super effective spring bait, especially considering a lot of the waters here in Iowa, a lot of the waters around, especially rivers, those kinds of things that have bullheads, bullhead spawn in the later spring. I don't know if you can find a profile and a bait that matches those bullheads more to a T than this little Micro Kitten. So that's the first one on the list. Next on the list, you've seen his baits before, you'll probably see him again. This kid is out of northern Wisconsin. This is Hooked on Musky Baits. You may have seen him at the Minnesota show, but he gave me several baits here to give away, bucktail wise. He's just got some really good colors. I know that his baits catch. I feel really fortunate to call Christian a friend and be able to get him some exposure here and there. So Hooked on Musky Baits, we got kind of a walleye yellow color here. We've got kind of a flowage chartreuse kind of color. I'm just spitballing. I don't actually know what these colors are called, but they're really cool baits. He does a really good job of putting these things together. The right time of the year, the bucktails crush regardless. So that's another really cool one. And last but certainly not least, we've got like a single 6 or 7 here. I'm not really certain, but we've got some marabou hair, deer hair on that skirt. I don't know what my camera's doing. It just refuses to focus on literally anything. Focus on the bait. There we go. So yeah, chartreuse and white, lemon head. It's a combo that's hard to beat. I've had a lot of success with it over the last couple of years. I'm not gonna knock it, that's for sure. Next up on the list, we've got the Barbarian Braid. Just a really awesome braid. This is the OG 90. For the giveaway, I'm gonna throw in an XL t-shirt with that as well. So whoever wins the Barbarian Braid, you're getting an XL t-shirt. with my logo, all the things. So that's what I'm doing for that one. Again, if that trips your trigger, please let me know. All right, moving on. He's been here since the beginning. He'll continue to be here. We've got Pandemonium Tackle. We've got Kevin Avendross sent me an awesome selection of baits. I had a really hard time giving this one away. This is like a white on black nickel bucktail. I'm not gonna take him out of the package just because, like, I mean I could, but I would prefer that you guys, whoever wins these, take them out of the package. So we've got kind of a white and black nickel crappie kind of color, and then a 7. This is the Marvin 78, just kind of a black on black. I have this one already. It's a great bucktail. I've used it. It's awesome. And the 88's crush as well. I don't know if you follow Jeff Vandermortel at all on the green on his Green Bay stuff from this fall, but dude's been crushing. And Kevin, per the usual, sends me a couple of leaders to send out to you guys with those as well. So next on the list, the man, the myth, the legend, Matt Ridgway, sent me a couple of baits to give away for this giveaway. Giveaway for the giveaway? Anyway, whatever. We've got kind of a bass slash crappie color here. I think this is like baby bass, his version of baby bass. And we've got kind of a Cisco color here. Just awesome baits. These are the 7-inch models. They will be awesome for the spring. My camera is struggling. It's fine. These things are awesome. Just such a cool bait. This fall, the Ridgeways have been hard to beat. It's been pretty much the Ridgway mid-Deuces program for me. I can't speak for everyone else, but based on the pictures, it seems like the Ridgeways have been crushing pretty much everywhere, which is a pretty cool thing. All right, the next selection on the list. I was very fortunate. My buddy Justin kind of tipped me off to this guy, Babe Campbell. Really awesome bait maker out of central Wisconsin or southern Wisconsin, whichever you want to consider it. Really awesome dude, really nice guy. I'm struggling with the hooks right now, don't mind me. Really awesome dude, really awesome bait maker. He's got several things on his website. He does a really good job with the flaps. If you watch the Smith's Outdoors videos, they've been crushing on the flaps. I've tried to crush on the flaps this fall, but alas, topwater has not been the program for me so far. I'm gonna keep trying. Anyway, he sent me some twitches and some countdowns to give away to all of you. We've got a really nice walleye color twitch, sucker slash walleye color twitch. We've got kind of a golden shiner, river minnow twitch here. This is his countdown. So basically this one is weighted. It's not neutral. You just count it down to the depth that you want. We used it a lot fishing bait schools in northern Wisconsin this fall, or excuse me, this summer. We used it fishing those bait schools. We'd count it down. We caught several pike on it. I appreciate Babe helping me fill the freezer and our bellies as well. He also sent me a Rich's ambush bucktail. So it may seem weird because there's a bend there. Fishing with Taylor Flannery this spring, he was throwing one of these. It may seem weird because of that bend. However, the bend is made to fight the bucktail against itself, and therefore you get more grind, more thump, more wobble out of the bucktail. So I'm giving this one away as well. So we've got the 2 twitches and the Rich's ambush because Babe makes the Rich's ambush now after acquiring that from Rich himself. Moving on, another really awesome bait maker that I was very fortunate to meet through a friend of mine, the one, the only, Brian Scaife, was Rusty Robbins and his awesome bait company. This is a 6-sucker glide. If you watch Brian's video, I haven't had a chance to edit mine yet. If you've watched Brian's video, you know that the last day that he was in Iowa, he spent a lot of time kicking my butt using one of these 6-suckers. So Rusty makes an awesome bait. I have one of his 8-inchers that I need to throw this fall. It is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to get it wet. But this is his 6-inch. They crush in the spring, clearly. he has been crushing on them in the spring, and there's something special about these gliders that not a lot of gliders have. But I'm not going to reveal that for all of you. You'll just have to win the bait and see for yourself. All right, next on the list, one of my good friends, an awesome dude, an incredible bait maker, and an insane stick. We've got Thatcher with Droptine Tackle. Oh, that would have been way cooler if the Droptine was the right direction. Anyway, this is his triple deuce model. Thatcher and I was fortunate enough to spend some time with him on the water this summer up in Canada, up in the area that he knows. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, let's try that again. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the Muskies decided to be as tough as they could ever be for the time that I was in Thatcher's neck of the woods. Anyway, Thatcher was kind enough to bless us with not one, but two triple deuce spinnerbaits. I've used these a fair amount this year. Barry and I have used them a fair amount. We've moved some awesome fish with them. We have yet to get bit, but the cool thing about it, it's not an if bait, it's definitely a when bait. And the cool thing with these is you can troll them, you can cast them, whatever you want to do, whatever you're comfortable with, these spinnerbaits work in any conditions. And if you've thrown the growlers at all, you know that those grind like crazy. These ones do the exact same. I tell you what, I've had a heck of a hard time giving away some of these baits because they're just so cool, and they fill niches that a lot of baits don't. A lot of production model baits don't necessarily fill. So next on the list, let's go with another Canadian. Just an awesome bait maker, an awesome dude, Adam Muller with Topline Baits. So this is his regular dipstick in the trout pattern. This thing just looks incredible. We've got some teed hooks in rainbow trout. It runs awesome. I've had the privilege of testing this one out myself. It gets a little shallower than some of his other models, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. His XLs absolutely crushed for me this summer in northern Wisconsin. Just his baits getting down to a level that most baits don't, and being able to suspend there in the zone, hanging in those fish's face, was just critical to getting bites when nothing else would trigger those fish. So again, the Topline dipstick, if you don't have one, you should really try and get one. Next on the list, we've got Chaos. I'm fortunate to work with those guys. So as a result of working with them, we've got some baits to give away. We've got a 10-inch Poseidon here in walleye. Just an awesome color, a fish catching machine. It should work with no problem at all for anyone chucking it. Just a really good color for clear water regardless of where you're at. So that's 10-inch Poseidon. Along with that, in the bait package, we've got the Esox Assault spinnerbait. Just an awesome spinnerbait. The grind is incredible. Yeah, just an ounce version spinnerbait. It gets through the weeds. It's just a great tool to get down there in the zone. Next on the list with the Chaos stuff, we've got not one, but two mini Deuces. If you follow my stuff, if you follow Brian's stuff, the mini Deuces absolutely crush in the spring, they crush in the summer. It does not matter where you're at, it does not matter what type of water you fish, the mini Deuces get her done. So, the mini Deuces, we've got the 8-inch Navin, 10-inch Poseidon, and the Esox Assault spinnerbait, all in the Chaos package itself. Cannot thank those guys enough. It's just an awesome selection of baits. We've only got a couple of baits left, or a couple of bait packages left. So Next on the list, we've got my good friend Bucko from Buckos Branded Baits. We've got a 6-inch Bucko. If you follow my YouTube channel, Brian's YouTube channel, or Ben's YouTube channel, you will know that I had some serious heartbreak on the 6-inch Bucko this spring. However, that isn't going to stop me from throwing it come next spring. These things are awesome. They have an insane profile that very few dive and rises are able to meet. It's just, this color rocks as well. I mean, we've got kind of a walleye, suckerish pattern. This thing will get absolutely cranked. Also, Bucko redesigned his flat tails for this year. This thing is awesome. I was hoping to have some footage of fish crushing the flap tail. It just hasn't happened yet. It hasn't been a topwater year for me for whatever strange reason, but at the same time, this thing looks awesome. Talk about another one of those baits that's like hard to give away, but this thing is just cool. It's like a bluegill pattern, just a really neat flap tail. They have a really interesting click. The head kind of walks back and forth, which makes the tail kind of kick back and forth. Just a really, really neat bait. And the piece de resistance for the Buckos, he sent me a 14-incher to give away. I was like, are you sure about that, dude? Like, these things are insane. I mean, look how big that thing is. I can't even fit it in the frame of the camera, but he sent me a 14-incher to give away. This color just is absolutely awesome. A kind of a Cisco, giant crappie, whatever you want to call it, silver shad, probably Cisco. I don't know what the heck else is in this color that gets that big, but whatever. Leave it in the comments below. I'll take your critiques. Anywho, this thing is awesome. It's huge. It's heavy. It's meant for late fall. This thing is gonna get absolutely cranked at some point. I mean, just that color pattern, it's just too good. It's too good. And last, but certainly not least on the list, we've got a Dadson Bucktail. The boss man himself said I could give one away, so here it is. Just your standard orange and black, double nines, with a little Dadson flare. I heard that orange and black doesn't work, so if you guys don't want to enter to win this one, I'll take one for the team and just keep it here with my own personal stash. But this is the Dadson, I believe he calls this the Henry model. This is a really cool bucktail, single skirt, orange and black. You can't beat it. So we've got the Bam Bam Bait Co. by Brady Martz. This is the Bofin. Again, I don't have the big camera and stuff set up. I just wanted to, now that I've kind of been talking to Brady about his baits and had a chance to use them, I wanted to make sure he had an opportunity to get in on the giveaway as well. So anyway, check these things out. This guy is going to be a part of it. All of Brady's stuff will be linked below with Bam Bam Bait Co. So the Bofin is super cool. I had a chance to run it this weekend. They've got a really unique, a really cool action to them. So again, a late entry, but yeah, a really cool bait. All right, back again at the fish wall because we've got another later edition. We've got the Bangarang Baits Soul Searcher. Nick said that he's going to send me one of these to give away. I'm trying to get this video out ASAP, so this isn't the one necessarily that will be given away. I don't actually know what that one looks like, but this is going to be one that will be given away. So it will be a 6-inch Soul Searcher. I don't know what color. I don't know what it's going to look like, but it will be awesome. Got my biggest fish on it this year. There's no reason you guys can't crush on it too. That's all the stuff. I don't know how long this video is. It feels like it's been going on for quite a while, but again, comment the bait that you would like the most in the description. Everything is going to be linked below. Please give those people a follow. Show them some love. These bait makers spent a lot of time making these things just for me to give away, to allow other people the opportunity to have baits that they may not be able to access otherwise. I could not feel more fortunate to work with all of these awesome people, awesome companies. It's just a really cool thing. So with that being said, I hope that you guys appreciate these baits as much as I do. Good luck in the giveaway. If there's any time left in the musky season, good luck out there. It's giant time. If not, I'll catch you in the spring. And with that being said, if you do win one of these baits, please make sure to shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook if your name is not attached to the YouTube account, because otherwise I'll have no idea who you are and I'll draw a random name and give the bait away to someone else. So please make sure once you win and once you recognize that you have won to reach out to me, and then I will get these baits shipped as quickly as I can, with as crazy as life happens to be. Anyway, with all of that being said, all the baits, thank you to all the bait makers. I'm gonna wrap this thing up. I hope that you guys have an awesome rest of your season, an awesome season in 24. I could not appreciate everyone's support more, and I'll catch you in the next one.